and welcome to Industry Today, the podcast powered by MTC Events. My name is Lauren Chambers and I am delighted to be here for our very first episode with MTC Events Director Richard Watkins, who is here to explain all about what we can expect on the podcast. Welcome, Richard.
Hi, Lauren. Really pleased to be here.
So why did you decide to launch Industry Today?
There's a simple answer to that question. There's an appetite from our growing industry events clients to basically expand our current activities and more so specifically in terms of our outreach.
And what can we expect from the podcast?
You can expect, of course, rich content as always, delivered by industry and for industry. So that means well-informed content from people who actually live and breathe common industrial challenges, and by living and breathing them, I mean on a daily basis.
So there's lots of podcasts out there. What do you think makes this one different?
We're really fortunate to host numerous large-scale events here at the MTC, and we do that throughout the year, and that gives us access to literally thousands of industry leaders and experts from all areas of manufacturing.
So how does Industry Today tie in with the wider work of MTC Events?
The podcasts are designed to basically frame those big events. And again, in simplistic terms, that means providing a mechanism to not only build conversations prior to the event, but also to provide a vehicle, more importantly, a platform for a more detailed follow-on conversation. So typically, in the events we hold, we have numerous panel sessions, Q&A sessions, and they're typically 30 to 45 minutes in duration. So there's a limited amount of detail you can actually go into, in 30, 45 minutes. Holding people's attention longer than that can typically present challenges. And our panellists number from 4 to 6 individuals. So there can be a lot going on, a lot of discussion, a lot of points to raise. So teasing out key takeaways clearly is the objective from the panel sessions, but being able to focus in on some of the more poignant topics, questions, and carry on that discussion in greater detail after the event is really valuable. And that's where the podcast, in terms of platform and a vehicle to achieve that, comes into its own.
So I know recently you held the National Manufacturing Summit here, so I guess that's exactly what you're talking about. You recorded some guest podcasts there with Daisy McAndrew on the day, and it provided that platform for your speakers to talk more about the topics people want to hear about now that they don't have the time to share necessarily on stage at an event.
Yeah, there's always a demand for more questions, more answers, more detail coming out of these sessions. There'll always be more questions, more answers required. And we have typically really engaged audiences. And I think in terms of the construct of a normal event, they come and go. We can have really good one-day events, two-day events, and then the conversation gets dropped and it gets lost, which really dilutes the whole intent behind these big industrial events in the first place.
And you get some amazing speakers here as well, so it's making best use of them whilst they're here as well, which is great.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So why should people subscribe to Industry Today?
If you work in UK manufacturing industry, then you'll be joining a community of like-minded people who genuinely want to engage in the conversations and more so tease out valuable answers to daily business challenges. I think in simplistic terms, as it says on the tin, they're going to be answers that help business right now, today.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you for joining us today and explaining your vision for the podcast and what we can expect from upcoming episodes.
Welcome. Pleasure, Lauren.
Please visit mtcevents.co.uk for more information or search Industry Today wherever you watch or listen to your podcasts for future episodes. Thanks again.